guys, it's me, Gary Lee Stanley, your sales guy. How are you doing today? Today we're going to talk about our favorite subject, which is sales all right. Our topic for today is how to sell, refrigerators, microwaves, stuff that goes in the kitchen, and stuff that goes underneath the counter that's going to wash your dishes. See, here's the thing. Appliances, everybody needs them. It don't matter. You can be working in a box store, but you may be a salesperson that's got to sell these particular products. And how do you do it? One of the first thing is you want to find out if what's wrong with the one they got. Do you got a refrigerator? Well, my refrigerator, it just don't work no more. My stove, it don't work no more. I'm having problems with my brand new, or should I say my old appliances. They're just not working right. They just don't sound right. They're not doing right. And so once you find out the hot button, what's wrong with their particular product, you're going to have to ask them, were you wanting us to take that away when we deliver? Because what you're doing is you're putting in the mind that you're going to go ahead and take the old product away and you're already replacing it with something. And then you're going to walk them. So what are you looking for today? Well, I'm looking for a refrigerator. Okay. And what you'll do is you'll walk up to your refrigerators. Now, they all cost a lot of different prices, but don't talk about the prices. What you want to do is find out, well, what do you have in there now? Well, I've got this old white one that don't work, the compressor don't work, and so forth. So that's good. So when they tell you what's wrong, you say, well, that's okay, I understand. We can make sure that we can guarantee this thing for up to 5 years, and that includes service calls in case they got to come out there and repair it or replace it or even fix it. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So when you're buying a refrigerator, one thing you got to remember is, did you want an ice maker in it? Oh yeah, I like to have an ice maker. Well, you know, if something were to happen to that ice maker, it costs a lot of money to get stuff like that repaired. So we can go ahead and guarantee that up for 5 years. Remember, you want to offer your service agreements because theirs is already broken. And then you're going to ask them, well, were you planning on paying cash, or did you want to open an account, or do you already have an account with us? You want to find these things out. They're already there to buy an oven, a microwave. They're there to buy, the stuff underneath there, the dishwasher. They're there to buy a new refrigerator, so they know they got to come out of pocket. So what you're going to do is you're going to try to find out, well, what's their budget? Okay, they're going to say, well, I don't want to spend a lot of money, but dang, I ain't got no choice. Well, you ask them first off, now, were you wanting a side-by-side, or were you wanting to buy one that's going to be pulled from the top? Well, you notice this is a side-by-side. It has a beautiful stainless steel finish. Have you ever had one that had a stainless steel? No, I never have. Well, the resale value, if you try to sell your house, it's a big deal. Stainless steel is very popular, and it sells better than it does the standard white. But we do have people who love white and almonds, so you can get the color that you want. But the stainless steel is the most popular. You want to bring that to their attention. And you want to talk about, how it works. You see how easy it is to open that particular door? And if you'll notice over here, and see, what you're doing is you're pointing out features and benefits. You notice it's got a light here. It's got the crushed ice here. It gives you the water capability. You push it right here. And it may seem common sense and easy for you, and that's like not a big deal, but to somebody who may not have bought a refrigerator in a long time, it's a daggone big deal. And then when you open up the refrigerator, make sure it's plugged in so they can see what the lighting looks like. And see, here's the big deal. You don't want to have a bunch of stuff in there because you want to be able to see where the lights are. You also want to show the temperature gauge, and so that way they can adjust the temperature. You also want to show them the information there as far as the guarantee, the serial number and so forth. So if they ever have to have a repair, they know where to look for it. And you point that out to say, if you ever need anything, I know things last forever, but they really don't. They're man-made and woman-made, but these are made to last a long, long time. And we can offer a guarantee. Also, if you notice, you have your different types of shelving. Now, these particular shelving, if you notice that, you can adjust them and change them to the size and the set that you want, how you want to manipulate it. Also, if you notice down here, we've got chillers where you can actually put your different fruits and vegetables. You've got 2 different ones that are available. And also, if you notice, you can also adjust them for height and get the height that you want. You've got tempered glass that it's not going to break easily in case a child were to drop a glass or a bottle tomorrow. And see, what I'm doing is I'm offering features and benefits. And it's also on casters. And the benefit by having it on casters is some folks like to get behind their refrigerators and they like to clean those things. And they've made it so much easier for you. And then you show them how it's easy to pull it, you know, for her grandma, because grandma likes to clean behind her refrigerator. And if you notice, the finish on the sides is a little bit different. It's textured, and it's not stainless steel, but it looks just like that. And this has a stainless steel. And then you may have 3 or 4, 5, 10, 15 different kinds, and kind of show them features and benefits. And just remember, say, look, we have our different financing. Right now, if you buy anything over $500, it's 0 interest for the next 6 months, a year, and so forth. So don't let the price not let you get what you want. Because if you look at it, you're only going to pay on this particular one, you're going to pay $50 a month. And by the time you get the 0 interest, you can go ahead and pay it off and you can get the one that you want. So remember, get what you want. And see, there are some refrigerators and stuff that cost a lot of money, $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000. So you got to know your customers. And if they keep going back to a particular one, show them the features, talk about the benefits. And then what you do is you say, well, did you want to go ahead and go with that? You look at both the customers, they'll look at each other and they'll say, okay. And then you write it up. And then don't forget to tell them about the guarantee. And listen, by the way, this has got a manufacturer's limited warranty. If something goes wrong with that, I'm not saying it will, but it is man-made and it is woman-made. So if something happens to it, we can go out there, service call. There's no additional charges. And if we can't fix it, we'll replace it, what? With brand new technology. Same thing with your stove. You're looking at the features. You're saying, you know, the type of top that it has. You want to point out the burners, what they're there for, how it's easy to maintain, how it's easy to clean. You don't have to worry about stuff getting underneath it. Also, you've got your setup here with a nice clock. And you have your features, bake, broil, pizza, and they've even given you little timers so you can click it and flip it, and you can turn it on high or low. Again, you may think those are very simple things, but people haven't bought stuff in a long time. And then you want to rub your hand across it. Say, feel how that feels right there. You want to make them feel, remember, you want them to touch, because see, touching makes them see in their mind's eye owning. And if they start rubbing their tin, they're thinking about owning it. If they start rubbing their hands together, they are trying to figure out how to pay for it. And you want to point it out everything. Now, this has got the type of tempered glass that's not going to break, okay, in case of heat. And it's self-cleaning. It's an oven that cleans itself. All you have to do is set it up. And again, you've got different price points, so you're only going to buy one. So between these 3 that we have, which one do you like the best? And again, you've already told them about the guarantee. You've told them about the service. You've already asked them if they had an account. If didn't, try to get them financed first. Find out what they can get an open to buy so you can add as much possible to the ticket as long as it fits in their budget and they can make a monthly payment on it. Again, you're going to point out the obvious. These particular, they come right out. Makes it easier for you to clean it. And you know, my mom, she loves to do it. And they also have a ceiling here. You point out the obvious. Do you notice the screws here? Do you notice how it's see-through? It also has a light on it, so that way you can actually turn it on and you can actually see inside while it's cooking without interfering with it. You also have a nice pan down here to put your usuals, the casuals, the things that you use on occasion. Put them there, and then you can use that also. The same thing, guys. It's like with a microwave. When you look at a microwave, you got buttons on it. What can those buttons do? Talk about them. Popcorn. Hey, you eat popcorn? Do you eat pizza? This gives you the capability to heat it up. And if you notice, it goes really great. Now, you always ask them, what color appliances do you have? If they got white appliances, they may not want to go with something that's got a silver face on it. They may want to go with another white one. So hopefully you have that. If they're updating or if they're moving into a new home and so forth, you find out, get them financed, find out what their open to buy is. Always ask guarantees, ask what's wrong with what you got right now, and then upgrade and sell them something new. Make sure they get the service agreements and repair agreements and replacement agreements, and get as much as they possibly can. They're only going to buy once in a blue moon. And see, here's the thing. You always want to ask, well, what's the next thing you're planning on buying? What's the next? Oh, you need a microwave. Okay, well, this particular one is made by Whirlpool. It's got the big side in here. Now, this is mounted right up underneath the cabinet. This particular little glass piece comes right out. And also, here's your information here in case you ever have a question or need service work. We do it all. And you're pointing out the most obvious. stuff, okay? And look how pretty. See how it accents the additional piece here? It looks just really good with the stove in this regard. It goes perfect with the refrigerator because they may have just came in there for a refrigerator. Now you can sell them an oven and a microwave. And you can maybe sell them one of these little dudes right here. Well, this is a dishwasher. Well, what kind of dishwasher do you got? Well, we've got one that's real old. All I do is put dishes in it. Well, that's terrible. Well, you know, with our special and sale that we got on, you can go ahead and get this package deal together, and it'll be $135 a month. And then you can prepay it and pay it off anytime you want, and we'll have it, and you get 0 interest for a whole year. So did you want to go ahead and go with that? And leave it in their hands. And see, you also point out the features. Well, if you notice, you got your buttons here, start, cancel. And if you notice, it's beautiful. It goes with all your other stuff that you can get, all under the same price. And what you're doing is you're bundling packages, guys. And you pointed out, this is where you put your chemicals to make sure that you wash your dishes. Your racks come out. You want to pull the racks out. You want to show at the bottom how it can be cleaned. You want to show where the silverware and stuff goes. What I'm saying, guys, if you're planning on selling appliances, it's not real complicated. They're there. They know they need it. But see, here's the thing. If you work on commission, and companies do generally pay you commission, you can do bundling. That means, hey, they came in for a refrigerator. Well, why not show them a stove? If you can fit it in their budget, if they came in for a stove, why not show them a beautiful accented microwave that will go with it too? Or you can go ahead, and if they come in for a stove, or maybe they come in for some stuff to fix their kitchen, you can go ahead and offer, hey, you might want to go ahead and get yourself something that's going to go ahead and clean those dishes for you. And we've got them right there. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. I am your sales guy. We just had a simple conversation about selling what? Appliances. Always remember this, guys. People want to buy appliances. They just don't like to have to buy them. But if you can give them a bundle deal where they can get multiple pieces, they may have come in just for the refrigerator, show them a stove, fit it in their budget, make sure you've got to find out right off the bat what their open to buy is. Offer them guarantees. What's wrong with the one you had? Oh crap, stuff happens. We can offer a service agreement to replace it if it can't be repaired. We'll come out there and all the service calls are for free. So in this regard, it just makes sense when you sell a package. You also want to make sure you sell your financing. You want to sell your service agreements, maintenance agreements, replacement agreements, and guarantees on all of your appliances. I don't care what you're selling. So I hope you had a good time. We just had a very simple conversation talking about features and benefits, not price. You want to talk about what they can fit in their budget, get them a package deal, let them say, well, it's only $125 per month and you can get it. There's 0 interest for a whole year. And if you pay it off within that year, you don't pay anything but the cash price. And see if you can work that out. And I always remind them too, hey, we got tax season. People are getting their money back in taxes. What do you got going on? What's wrong with your stuff that you have now? And you help walk them through the easy process of buying those things that they need for their kitchen. Okay, we had a good time. I hope you learned something, and I hope you get out there and sell something, because if you don't ask for the order, you ain't selling. My name is Gary Lee Stanley. Go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and do me a favor, guys. Share my videos and tell people about me, and I am what you call your sales guy. I hope you learned about how to sell these things, because they don't sell themselves, and a lot of times people will get disappointed when they didn't have a good salesman say, you might want to go ahead and go with that one. What do you think? All right.